Good evening, students. Interpolation. What do you mean by interpolation? Interpolation is the process of estimating the unknown value of a function for any given intermediate value of the variable. For example, look at here, x values 0 to 5, 10, 27. Listen to me. Finding y value. Y is a function here. Finding y value for any x value between 0 and 2. That is interpolation. Y is a function. X is independent variable. Y is a dependent variable, also called function. Finding y value for any x value between 0 and 2 is interpolation. Finding y value for any x value between 2 and 5 is interpolation. Means finding y value at 3, at 4, at 4.9, that is interpolation. Finding y value for any x value between 5 and 10 or for any x value between 10 and 27, that is called interpolation. Extrapolation means finding the value of the function. Value of the function means y. Finding the value of the function outside the given range. Outside the given range means finding y value outside this range. That is extrapolation. Means finding y value at 29, finding y value at -1, -2, so on. So finding the value of the function y for any x value which lies outside the given range, means outside of 0 to 27, that is called extrapolation. Now let us see the definition of interpolation. I don't. Interpolation is the technique of estimating the value of a function. Function means y value. The value of a function for any intermediate value of the independent variable. And definition number 1. Definition number 2, extrapolation. Extrapolation is the technique of estimating the value of a function for any x value. For any x value means independent variable. For any value of independent variable. Independent variable means x. Outside the given range. Next slide. Let y1 comma y2 comma so on yn be the values of the function f of x at the points x0, x1. Similarly, this is also y0, y1, y2, yn. Xn x values x0, x1, x2. Y values are defined at the x values. Remember, interpolation means finding y value for any x value between x0 and x1, or between x1 and x2, or between x2 and x3, so on. Interpolation is finding the value of y for any x value between finding y value for any x value between x0 and x1, or x1 and x2, so on, is interpolation. Extrapolation means finding y value for any x value outside this range, means outside of x0 comma xn. Extrapolation is finding the value of y for any x value outside the given range. So interpolation means finding y value for any x value between x0 and x1. Extrapolation means finding y value for any x value outside of the given range of the interval. And now the first topic, Lagrange's interpolation polynomial. Remember, in numerical differentiation, I mean in numerical integration of trapezoidal rule and Simpson rule, whereas in numerical solutions of ordinary differential equations, we have assumed that the given interval must be split up into equal lengths of subintervals. But regarding interpolation, it is not compulsory that the given interval must be split up into equal lengths of intervals. You may split the given interval into at unequal parts also. Write down. Let y0, comma y1, comma y2, so on yn be the values of the function f of x defined at the points x0, comma x1, comma x2, so on xn, not necessarily at equal intervals, and draw this table. X values x0, x1, x2, xn. Similarly, write the y values also. Then the Lagrange's interpolation polynomial is. You can write it as f of x, or you can write it as phi of x, or you can write it as y also. So the technique of writing the formula, I will let you know. Look, you are writing the first term. If you are writing the first term, delete the first term here. What is the first term here? X naught. Assume that x naught is deleted. So the numerator should be x minus x1, x minus x2, so on x minus xn. Numerator should be x minus x1, x minus x2, you are writing the first term. Assume that the numerator first term is deleted. Now x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3, x minus xn. Denominator. This is the way to write the denominator. We are writing the first term. That's why first term minus second term into first term minus third term into first term minus last term. We are writing the first term. That's why first term minus second term into first term minus third term, so on into first term minus last term. We are writing the first term. That's why write the first y value. First y value. First y value, that is y naught plus. We are writing the second term. Tell me the second term. If you are writing the second term, delete the second term. Then numerator should be x minus x naught, x minus x2, so on x minus xn. And numerator should be x minus x naught. I will write separately here. Numerator x minus x naught, x minus x naught, x minus x2, x minus xn. Denominator, be careful. You are writing the second term. So denominator is second term minus first term into second term minus third term into second term minus fourth term, so on into second term minus last term. That is x1 minus x naught into x1 minus x2 you are writing the first term. That's why write the first. You are writing the second term. That's why write the second y value. Second y value y1. Next. You are writing the third term. Assume that third term has been deleted. X minus x naught, x minus x1, so on. Denominator is, you are writing the third term, no? So denominator third term minus first term into third term minus second term into third term minus fourth term into third term minus last term. Plus, so on we are writing the last term. I'm writing the next slide. Last term. Last term minus first term in the denominator. last term minus second term, last term minus third term, last term minus last but one term into last term yn value, last term yn, last term y value, that is yn. That's it. We do problems now. So just interpolation only. Interpolation means finding y value for any x value between those two. Problem number 1. If we apply Lagrange's interpolation for the following data, f of x, remember f of x or y meaning is same. Find. Problem number 1. The second degree polynomial remember in next f of 2 remember we have already discussed yesterday regarding Simpson's rule. The fitting polynomial is a parabola. Parabola is a second degree polynomial. Second degree polynomial is a plus bx plus cx square. So every second degree polynomial you are given 3 points. So parabola passes through 3 points. Yesterday I said x0 y0, x2 y2, x3 y3. Suppose you are given 3 points, then you will get second degree polynomial or less than second degree polynomial. Suppose you are given 4 points, you will get a third degree polynomial or less than third degree polynomial. N points are given, you will get n minus 1th degree polynomial or less than that. Technique of writing I will let you know. Observe. And my suggestion to all, don't try to remember any formula. Don't try to remember any formula regarding Lagrange's interpolation. Directly you can write in this manner. You are writing the first term. So assume that first term has been deleted. Next, numerator x minus 3 into x minus 4. Numerator x minus 3 into x minus 4. You are writing the first term. So denominator should be first term minus second term into first term minus third term, means 1 minus 3 into 1 minus 4. You are writing the first term. So corresponding first y value, f of x means y only. What is the corresponding first y value? 1 plus. You are writing the second term. So delete the second term. Numerator should be x minus 1 into x minus 4. You are writing the second term, no? So denominator should be second term minus first term into second term minus third term. 3 minus 1 into 3 minus 4. You are writing second term, no? So you need to write second term y value. That is 27. You are writing the third term. So assume that third term has been deleted. So numerator should be x minus 1 into x minus 3. Denominator is, you are writing the third term, no? Denominator is third term minus first term into third term minus second term. That is a 4 minus 1 into 4 minus 3. This is multiplied by third y value. What is third y value? 64. So denominator 1 minus 4 minus 3. 1 minus 3 minus 2 minus 3 into minus 2, 6. So 1 by 6 into numerator x into x, x square minus 4x minus 3x minus 7x minus 3 into minus 4 plus 12. Denominator 3 minus 4, 1. 3 minus 1, 2. Minus 1 into 2, minus 2. So 1 by minus 2. Minus 1 by 2 into 27. Minus 27 by 2. X into x. X square minus 4x minus x. Minus 5x minus 1 into minus 4 plus 4. Last 4 minus 3, 1. 4 minus 1, 3. So 64 by 3. X minus 1, x into x, x square minus 3x minus x minus 4x plus 3. This is the way. Let us write the terms systematically. First to write all x square terms. First to take out x square as a common factor. If I take out x square as a common factor, still you have 1 by 6. X square common, its coefficient is minus 27 by 2. X square common, its coefficient is 64 by 3. Now x coefficient, take out x coefficient, x into, what is x coefficient? Minus 7x by 6. X coefficient minus 7 by 6. X coefficient minus 5 into minus 27. 135 by 2. X coefficient minus 4 into plus 64. Minus 256 by 3. All constants must be written in the last bracket. 1 by 6 into 12. 12 by 6 minus 27 by 2 into 4 plus 64 by 3 into 3. 3 cancel here. Minus 27 by 2 into 4. 2 ones, 2 twos. Here 6 ones, 6 twos. Now tell me after simplification what would be the value? Has anybody simplified? I think after simplification this is 8. 8 x square. Good. 8x square minus 19x plus 12. Good. It is correct. And now look the problem. Find the second degree polynomial. We have already found the second degree polynomial. What is problem number 2? F of 2. Problem number 3, f dash of 2. So find f dash x also. 8x square derivative 16x, 19x derivative 19. F of 2 is equal to 8 into 2 square minus 19 into 2 plus 12. F of 2 6. Good. You are asked to find even f dash of 2 also. So f dash of 2 is equal to 13. I think 13. Good. Next problem. Problem number 2. Write down. If the graph of the function y is equal to f of x passes through the points 0, -3, 1, -1, and 2, 3. Using Lagrange's interpolation, the value of x at which curve crosses the x-axis is dash. See at which point curve crosses x-axis. To know the curve where it crosses x-axis, simply substitute y is equal to 0 in the given function. To know the curve where it crosses y-axis, Simply substitute x is equal to 0 in the given function. Look there. What are x coordinates? Here x coordinate 0. Here x coordinate 1. Here x coordinate 2. So x coordinates are 0, 1, 2. These are y coordinates. Here y coordinate -3. Here y coordinate -1. Here y coordinate 3. No need to remember any Lagrange's interpolation formula. Directly we can find. Numerator x minus 1 into, you are writing first term. So delete the first term and then find x minus 1 into x minus 2. Denominator, you are writing first term. So first term minus second term into first term minus third term. 0 minus 1 into 0 minus 2 into first y value. Next, x minus 0 into x minus 2. X minus 0 into x minus 2. Denominator 1 minus 0 into 1 minus 2. Second term minus first term into second term minus third term. 1 minus 0 into 1 minus 2 multiplied by second y value. -1 plus third term x minus 0 into x minus 1. Denominator third term minus first term into third term minus second term. 2 minus 0 into 2 minus 1 multiplied by the corresponding y value, that is 3. Zero minus 1 into -2 plus 2 minus 3 divided by plus 2. X into x square minus 2x minus x minus 3x minus 1 into -2 plus 2. 1 minus 2 minus 1 minus 1 into 1 minus 1 minus 1 by -1 plus 1. X into x square minus 2x. 3 by 2 into x into x square minus x into 1 x. So write the x square coefficients in the 1 minute. Okay. First you write x square terms, x square coefficients in the first bracket. All x square coefficients in the first bracket. Plus write all x coefficients in the second bracket. Minus 3 by 2 into -3 plus 9 by 2 x. So 9 by 2. Here -2. Here 3 by 2 into -x minus 3x by 2 x coefficient minus 3 by 2. All constants in the last bracket. Minus 3 by 2 into 2 minus 6 by 2 minus 3. No constant, no constant. You are asked to find, first of all, simplify this. This is x square 9 by 2 minus 3 by 2, 6 by 2, 6 by 2, 3. 3 minus 2, 1. 1 into x minus 3. Remember, to know the curve where it crosses x-axis, simply substitute y is equal to 0. Y means f of x. Y means f of x. Y means f of x. So to know the curve where it touches x-axis, simply substitute y is equal to 0. So that is x square plus x minus 3. What are the roots? Tell me the x values. Tell me the values of x. (1.302) minus 2.1.302 and minus 2.302. Good. Try this problem. Consider the following data. X values 1, 2, 3. Y values minus 5, 0, 7. Using Lagrange's interpolation. Y of 1.5 is try yourself it later. Option B is the right answer. Try yourself. Option B is the right answer. Next. Newton's. Good. Next, Newton's interpolation polynomial. write this. You are given x values. X values given as x1, x2, x3, x4, xn. I don't let let y0 comma y1 comma y2 so on yn be the values of y. Remember, y is also written as f of x. Y or f of x meaning same. Be the values of x defined at the points x0 comma x1 comma so on xn. All these values are defined at the points x1 comma x2 comma so on xn. Not necessarily at equal intervals. Stop, right down. The Newton's interpolation polynomial is given by next line. F of x is equal to f of x0 plus x minus x0 into x minus x0 into f of x0 comma x1 plus x minus x0 into x minus x1 into f of x0 comma x1 comma x2 plus x minus x0 x minus x1 x minus x2 into f of purpose of both methods is finding y value for any x value between x0 and x1. Remember everyone, and all of you remember, from here to here, linear approximation up to here is called linear approximation. Up to from here to here, from first term to second term is called quadratic approximation. From here to here is called cubic approximation. Suppose you are asked to find a linear approximation, then you need to find up to second term. Up to second term. Suppose you are asked to find a quadratic approximation, find up to third term. Suppose you are asked to find, don't worry, how to find x0, x1 in same f of x, I will show you. I will show you. Don't worry how to calculate. Now please draw the table, everyone. This is first of all, you know one thing. How to find all these values, I will teach you. I will tell you right now only. First of all, you remember this. This is forward difference operator. How to find f of x0, x1, f of x0, x1, x2, I will teach. This symbol is called forward difference operator. This symbol is called a backward difference operator. This symbol is called central difference operator. And this symbol is called divided difference operator. Divided or divided difference operator. Now, how to find? Actually, we use a divided difference operator regarding Newton's interpolation polynomial. How to construct the table, I will let you know. Look here, in the examination, table value will be given. In the examination, this table value will be given and you will be asked something. F of x, this is y, also written as f of x. Remember, this is called, this symbol, this triangle middle vertical line, this symbol is called first order forward difference operator. First order forward difference operator. This symbol is second order forward difference operator. And this symbol is third order forward difference operator. This is x0, x1, x2, x3. In the examination, in the table, actually, f of x means y. X and y values will be given. X and y values will be given. F of x0, f of x1, f of x at x2, f of x2, f of x3, f of x4. Now, you should be very careful. Look, between f of x and f of x0, its value should be f of x0 comma x1. Similarly, between f of x1 and f of x2, the first order forward difference operator will be f of x1 comma x2. Between f of x2 and f of x3, the first order forward difference will be f of x2 comma x3. Between f of x3 and f of x4, it should be f of x3 comma x4. How to find all these values? I will tell you right now only. Let me complete the table. Remember, between f of x0 comma x1 and f of x1 comma x2, it should be written as f of x0 comma x1 comma x2. Between f of x1 comma x2 and f of x2 comma x3, it should be written as f of x1 comma x2 comma x3. Similarly, this is x2 comma x3 comma x4. Between f of x0 comma x1 comma x2 and x1 comma x2 comma x3, it should be written as f of x0 comma x1 comma x2 comma x3. Between f of x1 comma x2 comma x3 and f of x2 comma x3 comma x4, then it should be x1 x2 x3 x4. Between these two also we can write the table in this manner until the last column contains a single value. Until the last column contains a single value, we need to write the table. And let us find each values now, and I will show you. First, let us find f of x0 comma x1. F of x0 comma x1. Look here. This is f of x0 comma x1. This value lies between these two. So it is defined as this value minus this value divided by look there, this value f of x0 comma x1 lies between these two. So this is defined as this minus this divided by this minus this, means x1 minus x0. Similarly, let us find this value. F of x1 comma x2 value lies between these two. So this is equal to this minus this. That is f of x2 minus f of x1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now this f of x2 comma x3. Similarly, now let us write this value f of x0 comma x1 comma x2. Second order divided difference value f of x0 comma x1 comma x2. Okay, I'll write in the next page. F of x0 comma x1 comma x2. So this value lies between these two. So this value is equal to this value minus this value, means f of x1 comma x2 minus f of x0 comma x1 divided by this value is equal to this value lies between these two. So this value is equal to this value minus this value divided by, in these three values, look there, in these three values, biggest is x2, smallest is x1. So denominator is x2 minus x0. Biggest is x2, smallest is x0. Next, let us write this value f of x1 comma x2 comma x3. This value f of x1 comma x2 comma x3, this value lies between these two. So this value is equal to this minus this. That is f of x2 comma x3 minus f of x1 comma x2. In these three values, x1, x2, x3, in these three values, biggest is x3, smallest is x1. So denominator is biggest minus smallest. That is x3 minus x1. So on. This is the way to find. Purpose is interpolation only, formula different. Remember, everyone, up to second term is there linear interpolation. Up to third term is a quadratic interpolation. Up to fourth term is a cubic interpolation. I mean linear approximation, quadratic approximation, cubic approximation. Problem number 1. The following data the following table is given. Zero, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, wait. Don't write. I don't. Find a unique polynomial P of x of degree 2 or less such that P of 1 is equal to 1. P of 3 is equal to 27. P of 4 is equal to 64. Using in the examination, drawing the table will consume time. So in the exam, table value will be given. Using Newton's divided or divided difference formula, using Newton's divided difference formula, full stop. Hence, find P of 2 and P dash of 2. Draw the table. X values. Next to P of x. P of x means y only. P of x means y only or f of x only. P of x values means f of x values or simply y values. This is a first order divided difference. What are x values? 1. X values are 1, 3, 4. These are x values. X value 1, 3, 4. These are y values 1, 27, 64. Y or f of x same 127, 64. This is the first order divided difference. How do you write this? This first order divided difference is this value minus this value. What you are writing here? This value minus this value divided by this value minus this value. 26 by 2, that is 13. Between these two, how do you write? Between these two, this value minus this value divided by this minus this. 64 minus 27 by 4 minus 3 is equal to, what is this value? 27, 30, 34, 37. Now, second order divided difference. You have to write this table until the last column contains only single value. Single value. Last column contains only one value. Now look here. Between these two, how do you write? This value minus this value. That is 37 minus 13 and careful about the denominator. Between these two, you have to write this minus this denominator. Here a denominator 1, 3. Here a denominator 3, 4. Here a denominator 1, 3. Here a denominator 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. Among all those, biggest is 4, smallest is 1. So you have to write biggest minus smallest. That is 1, 3, 4. 4 minus 1. This is 24. 24 by 3. 8, I think. First of all, give the notations, and everyone should be careful. Give the notations. This is x0 value. This is x1 value. This is x2 value. Now this is f of x0, f of x1, f of x2. Now you tell me between f of x0 and f of x1, between f of x0 and f of x1, value should be f of x0 comma x1. This is between f of x1 and f of x2. So value should be f of x1 comma x2. This is between f of x0 comma x1 and x1 comma x2. Therefore, this is f of x0 comma x1 comma x2. Between f of x0 comma x1 and x1 comma x2, it should be f of x0 comma x1 comma x2. Write the formula. D Newton's interpolation is given by, they gave f of x, they gave p of x. You can assume f of x or p of x, no issue. F of x0 plus x minus x0 into f of x0 comma x1. We need up to f of x1, x0 comma x1 comma x2. Formula you remember I gave. X minus x0, x minus x1, f of x0 comma x1 comma x2. F of x0 1, f of x0 comma x1 13, x minus x0, x0 value 1, f of x0 comma x1 comma x2, that is 8. X minus x0 value 1, x minus x1. What is x1? 3. Simplify this. (13x minus 13 plus 8 into x square minus 3x minus x minus 4x plus 3. 1 plus 13x minus 3 plus 8x square minus 32x plus 8 3s are 24. So this is 8x square minus 32x plus 13x. I think minus 19x minus 19x, 24 minus 13, 11 plus 1, 12. This is f of x. Find f dash x also. Eight x square derivative 16x minus 19x derivative minus 19. Find f of 2. I think 6. Find f dash of 2. I think 13. And I want to raise one doubt, and all of you listen to me. The same problem I gave in the previous Lagrange's interpolation also. Lagrange's interpolation first problem, this problem same. Answers also same. Please verify. All of you, please verify Lagrange's interpolation first problem, this problem, both are same. Problems same, answers same. Problems same, answers same. Then what do you mean by, what's your conclusion? Because we need to solve one gate question. That's why I'm asking, what's your conclusion regarding this? Remember, all of you, please look here. Here x values. Look here, x values are different or repeated. X values are different x values. Suppose x values are different, I mean not repeated. In all such cases, if you solve one problem using Newton's interpolation polynomial or Lagrange's interpolation polynomial, you will get the same answer only. I mean Newton's interpolation polynomial and Lagrange's interpolation polynomial will give you the same answer if f of x defined at discrete different values of x. At different values of x. Note down. Because we need to solve a gate question. Newton's and Lagrange's interpolation polynomials give the same answer, means give the same value if the function, same value means same answer, if the function f of x is defined yet distinct means different. If f of x is defined at different x values, Then if you solve that problem using Lagrange's interpolation polynomial and Newton's interpolation polynomial, both must give you the same answer only. Already we did the same problem using Lagrange's and Newton's interpolation polynomials. Problem number 2. Write this. The value of the function f of x is given at n distinct, means n different values of x. And its value is to be interpolated at the point x star using all the n points. The estimate is obtained first by the Lagrange's polynomial denoted by IL. Means when you solve this problem using Lagrange's interpolation polynomial, whatever the answer you get, let it be IL. And then by the Newton's polynomial denoted by IN. Full stop. Which of the following statements is correct? Option A. IL is always greater than IN. Option B. IL and IN are always equal. Option C. IL is always less than IN. Option D. No definite relation exists between IL and IN. Given in the GATE Civil Engineering 2019, please remember IL means when you solve, actually f of x is defined at distinct values of n. F of x is defined at distinct means different x values. So IL is the value obtained for those different x values using Lagrange's interpolation polynomial, and IN is the value obtained for those different x values using Newton's interpolation polynomial. So Lagrange's interpolation polynomial and Newton's interpolation polynomial always give the same answer only. Always give the same answer only if f of x is defined. If f of x is defined at distinct, see, if f of x is defined at distinct values, means different x values. Suppose f of x is defined at different x values, then both methods will give you the same answer only. Problem number 3. The true value of ln2 is 0.69. If the value of ln2 is obtained by linear interpolation between ln1 and ln6, comma, the percentage error, the percentage of absolute error round off to the nearest integer is This problem given civil engineering gate 2020. Remember, linear interpolation means Newton, so first two terms of Newton's interpolation polynomial. Quadratic interpolation means first three terms of Newton's interpolation polynomial. Cubic interpolation means first four terms of Newton's interpolation polynomial. First of all, you should be careful. Look here. The true value of ln2 was given. True value means exact. Calculate answer. True value of ln2, calculate answer, was given to be 0.69. Now you are given ln2 value. What they said? Remember, suppose true value of ln2 is given, then approximate value of ln2 we need to find. And this approximate value of ln2 should lie between ln1 and ln6. Interpolation means finding any value between two particular values. ln2 lies between ln1 and ln6. So find ln2 approximate value with the help of interpolation formula, which is lying between ln1 and ln6. X values are, what are X values? ln1, ln6. So X value 1, X value 6. What are Y values? ln1, Y values ln1, ln6. Please remember Y values ln1, ln6. Y means ln x. I hope you people know Y means ln x. Means I want to find ln x value at x is equal to 2. Interpolation means finding any x value between 1 and 6. Interpolation means finding any x value between 1 and 6. So first of all, you should not get confused. The same table only, you people should not get confused. Look here, x0, x1, x column values are x0, x1, f of x columns are f of x0, f of x1, so on. So here also x column values are x0, x1. This is f of x0, same, but only we were given two values, f of x1. Linear interpolation means what? Linear interpolation means first two terms only of the Newton's interpolation polynomial. Write down. Linear interpolation is first two terms of Newton's interpolation polynomial f of x0 plus x minus x0 into f of x0 comma x1. First, let us calculate the value of f of x0 comma x1. Just 1 minute. Shiva, చూపేంటి? So first let us calculate f of x0 comma x1. And don't remember any formula. F of x0 comma x1. F of x0 comma x1 lies between these two. Look here, to get f of x0 comma x1, this value lies between these two. So this value end point minus initial point divided by end point minus initial point. So that is end point minus initial point. F of x1 minus f of x0 by x1 minus x0. So f of x1 ln 6 minus f of x0 ln 1. X1, what is x1? 6 minus 1. ln 1 0 and tell me the value of ln 6. $1.7918. 1.7918. ln 6 is 1.7918 by 5. Can you please tell me what is this answer? Answer. What is this answer? 0.358. 0.358. Now take the linear interpolation. F of x is equal to f of x0. F of x0 already given ln 1 plus x minus x0. X0 value 1 into f of x0 comma x1. F of x0 comma x1 0.358. And look here everyone, here y means f of x only. Y means f of x only. So f of x is equal to ln x. But we need ln 2, means f of x is equal to ln x. To get ln 2, we need to find f of 2. F of 2 means ln 2 because f of x is ln x. So f of 2 means ln 2 because f of x is ln x. F of 2 is ln 2 is equal to, and ln 1 0. X value, I have taken x value 2, no? 2 minus 1 into 0.358. That is 0.358. This is ln 2. This ln 2 I have found using formula. This ln 2 I have found using formula. So this is the approximate value. Now percentage error. What is percentage error? Modulus of exact value. True value means exact value only. True value means exact value minus approximate value divided by exact value into 100. Exact value is given to be, exact value means true value of ln 2, 0.69. Approximate value of ln 2, 0.358. Exact value 0.69 into 100. Let me know the answer. Answer 48.11. Fine. 48.11. So option B is the right answer. We'll continue after the break. Let us continue after the break. Just 1 minute. షేర్ చేస్తావా శివ? నువ్వు అక్కడ ఆపరేట్ చేయొచ్చా? నేను ఇక్కడ ఓపెన్ చేయాల్సిన పని ఏం లేదుగా. Your schedule will be displayed. Please go through the schedule and check your schedule from tomorrow onwards.
1 week schedule displayed.
One week schedule will be displayed.
Displaying, sir?
ఏం కాలేదే. Please check your 1 week schedule. అవట్లే శివ. డిస్ప్లే అవ్వలేదు. మీటింగ్ కట్ అయినట్టు చూడు. నాకేం కనపడట్లేదు ఇక్కడ. అసలు లైవ్ సెషన్ ఓపెన్ అవ్వలేదు ఇక్కడ. నాకు గో టు లైవ్ సెషన్ అని వస్తుంది. ఇదేనా? ఇదేనా డిస్ప్లే అయిందేనా? వెయిట్.
Civil display started.
Students wait for 10 seconds. Civil engineering syllabus will be displayed. It was displayed. You can check it. Display, sure. Okay, students, let us continue after the break. Let us continue. The last topic, least squares method. This is the last topic, least squares method. So what do you mean by curve fitting? Curve fitting means the process of finding the equation of curve fitting means the process of finding the equation of curve of best fit, which may be most suitable for the given data. Given data means x values will be given as x0, x1, x2, x3. Y values will be given as y0, y1, y2, y3. That is the given data. So the process of finding equation of a curve, that is most suitable for the given data, that is called curve fitting. You are given infinite number of curves. Among infinite number of curves, which curve passes through maximum number of given data points, then that curve is called curve of best fit. That curve is called curve of best fit or curve fitting to the given data. Right on. The process of finding the equation of curve of best fit which may be most suitable for predicting unknown values is known as curve fitting. So one of the best method for curve fitting is least squares method. One of the best method for curve fitting is least squares method. Listen to me, all of you. Definition once again I will tell you. Curve of best fit means you are given infinite number of curves. Among infinite number of curves, which curve passes through most of the given data points, like this. Most of the given data points, that curve is called curve of best fit. That curve is called curve of best fit for the given data. And curve fitting means you are given x values. By using x values, you must be able to find y values. Finding the values of y using x values, that is called curve fitting. Finding the values of unknown values. Unknown values means what? Y values in the example. Finding the values of y by using x values, that is called curve fitting. Simply estimating the unknown values of one variable y from known values of other variable x. Write down. Let x1, y1, x2, y2, xn, yn be a given set of n points. Do you know scatter diagram? Scatter diagram means set of points plotted on xy plane. Don't get confused. Look here. Scatter diagram means set of points plotted on xy plane. Scatter diagram means set of points plotted on xy plane. This is called scatter diagram. Set of points plotted on xy plane is called scatter diagram. Now listen to me. If the scatter diagram approximately concentrates around a curve, that is called curve of best fit. This is a curve. This is a line. Scatter diagram means what? Set of points. Scatter diagram means set of points. If the set of points approximately concentrated around a curve, this curve is called a regression curve or curve of best fit for the given data. Suppose if the scatter diagram concentrates means a set of points concentrates around a line, that is called a regression line. This is called a regression line or line of best fit for the given data. Equation of this line is y is equal to a plus bx. Write down. If The scatter diagram more or less means approximately. More or less means approximately. More or less concentrates around a curve, then it is called a regression curve. Or curve of best fit. To the given data. In the same definition, replace this curve by a straight line. Replace this curve by a straight line, then it is called regression line or line of best fit. Write down. If the scatter diagram more or less concentrates around a curve, then it is called a regression line. Around a straight line. Sorry. Then it is called a regression line or a line of best fit. To the given data. Same definition you can copy. Previous definition as it is, you can copy by replacing curve by a straight line. Now we are finding line of best fit for the given data. This is y is equal to a plus bx. Regression line means what? Regression line means a set of points approximately concentrated around a line. Regression line means a set of points approximately concentrated around a line. That is called a regression line. Equation of this line is y is equal to a plus bx. There are n number of points, x0, y0, n plus 1 points are there. x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, xn, yn. Let us consider ith point. Let us consider ith point, let it be P. Xi, yi. There are infinite number of points are there. Listen to me. Everyone, you should be careful. At this point, let it be Q. This point, both are at equidistant. Actually, the purpose is, listen to me, in numerical methods, curve cannot pass through all given data points. We are finding curve of best fit, means among all curves, which curve passes through maximum number of given data points, that is called curve of best fit or line of best fit. That line we are trying to find. But here this curve is passing through most of the data points. Still few more points are lying outside the curve. Still few more points are lying outside the curve. My target is I want to minimize the distance between these 2 points. If I minimize the distance between P and Q, then the point P should come very close to the point Q. That means the point P should also lie on the line. Then the line will pass through that point. In this manner, all points outside the curve must be brought nearer to the curve. How all points lying outside the curve must be brought nearer to the curve? Just by minimizing the distance between all these points, we can bring all these points coming close to the curve. Then this curve approximately passes through the set of given data points. Then that curve is called curve of best fit or line of best fit. Now this point P, xi, yi, the point both P and Q lying on the same line only. So x coordinate is xi, because here x coordinate xi, here x coordinate xi. Then y coordinate is a plus bxi, because y is equal to a plus bxi. Do you know the distance between P and Q is called error? The distance between P and Q is called error, also called deviation. Distance between P and Q is called error value, also called deviation, also called residual. The distance between P and Q I want to minimize. So this is the way the distance between P and Q should be minimized. So distance between 2 points, square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, that is yi minus of a plus bxi whole square. So this is called pq is equal to, that is square root of yi minus of a plus bxi whole square. So I want to eliminate the square root. To eliminate this square root, squaring on both sides. PQ means what? Error. Error value at ith point we have calculated. That's why it is denoted by EI. So squaring on both sides, PQ whole square is equal to EI whole square is equal to yi minus of a plus bxi whole square. If you can minimize the distance between P and Q, then the point P comes close to Q. That means the point P also almost lies on the curve approximately. Then the curve will pass through that point P also. In this manner, all points, by minimizing this distance between these two, it comes onto the curve. Similarly, by minimizing the distance between these two, it comes onto the curve. Similarly, by minimizing each and every point, by minimizing the distance between 2 points, by doing for each and every case, means minimizing the distance between these two, distance between these two, distance between these two will consume lot of time. So that's why instead of minimizing each and every distance, actually PQ is error. I will add this error value plus this error value plus this error value plus this error value. All errors must be added. We will get a big error. As a whole, that big error should be minimized. I mean, I'm finding sum of the squares of the errors. Because by finding this error plus this error plus this error, we will get a big error. Sum of the squares of the errors will be minimized. Let it be yes. S is equal to sum of the squares of the errors for n number of points. That is yi minus of a plus bxi whole square. But your doubt is, why did I find pq whole square? Listen to me, just for the sake of simplicity only. Suppose actually, listen to me everyone. PQ value error value yi minus a plus bxi. This is error value between P and Q. To find the maxima and minima, let it be f of xy. So find dou f by dou x, dou f by dou y. To find maxima and minima, we need to find dou f by dou x, dou f by dou y. So calculating dou f by dou x and dou f by dou y for square root will consume lot of time. So just for the sake of simplicity purpose only, if square root is eliminated, we can easily find dou f by dou x, dou f by dou y in order to find maxima or minima. So that's why what we need to do is squaring the errors. Now, instead of f of xy, I assumed it as s. Yes. To minimize s, actually to minimize f of xy, we need to find dou f by dou x and dou f by dou y. But here, target is to find the values of a and b. Actually, we don't know the values of a and b. We need to find a and b. That's why to find a and b, instead of dou f by dou x, you need to find dou f by dou a. Instead of dou f by dou y, you need to find dou f by dou b is equal to 0. By solving dou f by dou a is equal to 0, you will get sigma y is equal to na plus b into sigma x. By solving dou f, f. Okay, do one thing, instead of s, let it be f. Instead of s, let it be f, no issue. By finding dou f by dou v, we get sigma xy is equal to, after solving this, derivation not required, simply remember, a sigma x plus b sigma x square. These two equations are called normal equations. How do you get these two values? Why it is called least squares method? Listen to me. Why it is called least squares method? Heading is important. Least squares method, let me speak. The distance between P and Q is called error. So EI value, PQ is error. PQ is error. PQ whole square is error value whole square. PQ whole square is error value whole square. That is square of the error, square. Error is squared and minimizing the error. That's why it is called least squares method. Least squares method. Squaring the error and minimizing the error. That's why it is called least squares method. These two are called normal equations. By solving these two equations, we get the values of A and B. By solving these two equations, we will get the values of A and B. Simply remember that. And these two equations you need to remember. Least squares error value. What is error value? Listen to me. This is error value. The distance between P and Q is this. This is error value. After simplifying this error value, we will get this answer. So please remember, I am skipping the derivation. Directly I am giving. By finding this error value, we get least squares error is equal to sigma y square. Actually, I have skipped the derivation. Directly, I am giving the formula. We have a derivation. Previous slide. Problems? Problem number 1. For the following data, find the line of best fit using the method of least squares. Also find the least squares error. X values -2 -1, 0, 1. Y value 6, 3, 2. So what are the normal equations? See, you are asked to find for the following data, find the line of best fit. Sorry. Line of best fit. Listen to me. Line of best fit is y is equal to a plus bx. This is the line of best fit. Y is equal to a plus bx is a line of best fit. To get the values of a and b, you have to use normal equations. Sigma y is equal to na plus b sigma x. Sigma xy is equal to a sigma x plus b sigma x square. So that's why you need to find sigma x. Sigma x -2. Sigma y 6 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2, 13. Sigma x square -2 whole square, 4, plus -1 whole square, plus 0 square, plus 1 square, 6. Sigma xy. Sigma xy means these two product plus these two product plus these two product plus these two product. Roughly -12 -3 plus 2. That is -13. -13. So what are the normal equations? First one is sigma y is equal to na plus b sigma x. Sigma y 13. N means number of points. X0, Y0, X1, Y1, X2, Y2, X3, Y3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points. What is sigma x? -2. -2 into b. Similarly, you can write sigma second equation. Second equation is sigma xy is equal to a sigma x plus b sigma x square. Sigma xy -13. Sigma x -2 into a. Sigma x square 6, 6b. Solve equations 1 and 2 and tell me the values of a and b. What is a, what is b? A value 2.6, I think. B value -1.3. Please check. Yes, very good. So therefore, the line of best fit. line of best fit is y is equal to a plus bx. A value 2.6, b value minus 1.3. 2.6 minus 1.3 into x. Next, we were asked to find least square error also. What is the least square error formula? Sigma y square minus a sigma y minus b sigma xy. So sigma y square. Please tell me the value of sigma y square also. Sum of the squares of y values. 36, 9, 4, 4, 45, 49, 53. So 53 minus a value 2.6, sigma y 13 minus b value minus 1.3, sigma xy minus 13. Simplify this and let me know. I think answer is 2.3, right? Good. Answer is 2.3. Problem number 2. Problem number 2. Three values of x and y are to be fitted in a straight line in the form y is equal to a plus bx by the method of solutions to linear equations we don't have in the syllabus, by the method of least squares method. According to the latest syllabus, by the method of least squares. Given sigma x is equal to 6, sigma y is equal to 21, sigma x square is equal to 14. sigma xy is equal to 46. The values of A and B are respectively option A 2, 3, option B 1, 2, option C 2, 1, option D 3, 2. This problem given in the gate civil engineering in ESC 2020 linear equations not omitted, not there in the syllabus in ESC linear equations. In ESC 2021 also, 2020 also, 2019 also, we don't have linear equations. Luckily, we were given the data. Look, n value 3. N means number of values of x and y. So 3 values of x and y. So n is equal to 3. Sigma x is equal to 6. Sigma y is equal to 21. Sigma x square is equal to 14. Sigma xy is equal to 46. First normal equation, write the normal equation. Sigma y is equal to Na plus b sigma x. Sigma y is 21. N means number of points, 3a. Sigma x is 6. Second normal equation, sigma xy is equal to a sigma x plus b sigma x square. Sigma xy 46, a sigma x 6a, b sigma x square 14b. Solve equations 1 and 2, you will get the values of A and B. Remember, option D correct, not A correct. Because A value 3, B value 2. Because you are asked to find the values of A and B respectively. Values of A and B respectively means you need to write A value, B value in that particular order will be 3 and 2. Problem number 3. Write down. Using given data points, tabulated below. Using given data points tabulated below, a straight line passing through the origin is fitted using least squares method. The slope of the line is x values 1, 2, 3, y values 1.5, 2.2, 2.7. Options. Option A 0.9, option B 1, option C 1.1, option D 1.5. This problem given in the gate it was given in the gate instrumentation engineering 2005. Sorry, answer option B, not option C. 1 minute, everyone has to listen. See, using given data points tabulated below, a straight line passing through the origin. Look, regression line is y is equal to a plus bx. Y is equal to a plus bx. This is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. This is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. So m means b, slope of the line means b, and they said the line is passing through the origin. So c value 0 means a value 0. So a straight line passing through the origin is y is equal to bx, just like y is equal to mx, a value 0. So in the formula also, a value 0. In the formula also, you need to take a value 0 and then simplify. Next. Problem number 4. The following table gives a function f of x versus x, f of x versus x, f of x versus x. So x values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.0, 3.7, 6.5, 9.3, 12.1. But lengthy problems will not be given in the examination. Problems will be given the way we did the previous two problems. In this manner, the simple problems will be given due to time constraint. The best fit straight line for the above data points using a least squares error method is (2.75x plus 0.55, 2.80x plus 0.80 plus 3.10x plus 0.85 plus 2.78x plus 0.96. Syllabus completed, but some of the models regarding bisection and regular fallacy, secant Newton-Raphson method. I said order of convergence, rate of convergence, this small concept, this least squares method completed. Regarding first model, we have a concept that is a rate of convergence. This concept belongs to bisection, regular fallacy, secant and Newton-Raphson methods. What do you mean by rate of convergence? Any one rate of convergence decides how fast one particular method is. Suppose rate of convergence is high, that method is very faster convergent. Faster convergent means we can get the answer very, very easily. We can get the answer very fast. So, write down the fastness. Rate of convergence means fastness of one particular method. How did I take n is equal to, in the second problem, how did I take n is equal to 3? In the problem, they mentioned 3 values of x comma y, means x0, y0, x1, y1, x2, y2. So 3 values of x comma y. So n value 3. Write down the fastness of Convergence means coming close to the right answer. The fastness of convergence in any method is represented by its rate of convergence. Rate of convergence is very high. That method is faster convergent. Faster convergent means very, very fastly it is coming close to the right answer. Rate of convergence is low. That method is slow. That is very, it takes a lot of time to be convergent. Write this. Let x1 comma x2 comma so on xn be successive approximations of root of an equation having errors epsilon 1, epsilon 2, epsilon 2, epsilon n. Remember, x1 is the first approximation. Epsilon 1 is error value at the first approximation. If x2 is the second approximation, epsilon 2 is the error at the second approximation. Xn is the nth iteration value. Epsilon n is the error value at nth approximation. Listen to me. Suppose error value at ninth approximation is 0.00004. Error value at R00009. Error value at 10th approximation is 0.00003. So can we write like this? Error value at 10th approximation is equal to 1 by 3 into error value at 9th approximation whole power 1. Error value at 10th approximation is equal to 1 by 1/3, 1 by 3 times of error value at 9th approximation whole power 1. So 0.00009 divided by 3, that is 0.00003. So sometimes we may get error value at 10th approximation is equal to 1 by 3 times of error value at 9th approximation whole square or whole cube. So this one, do you know this one is called order of convergence? This one is called order of convergence. Remember, order of convergence is very high. Error will be very, very small. Epsilon 9 is 0.00009. Epsilon 9 whole square is 0.00009 whole square as compared to epsilon 0.00009. 0.00009 whole square is smaller. Whole cube is very, very smaller. Means this value is 1. Okay. If this value 2, epsilon 9, this power of epsilon 9 increases, then error will decrease because 0.00009 whole square is very, very small as compared to 0.00009. So this is called order of convergence. Remember, order of convergence increases, error will also increase. So I can write like this. Error value at n plus 1th approximation is equal to error value at n plus 1th approximation is equal to some constant into error value at nth approximation power p. K means 1 by 3, p means 2, epsilon 9 means epsilon n. Error value at n plus 1th approximation is equal to k times of error value at nth approximation power p. Then this p is called order of convergence. P is called order of convergence. Write the definition. If epsilon n plus 1 is equal to k times of epsilon n power p, then the convergence is said to be of order p. Then the convergence is said to be of order p. Now for bisection method, actually I gave the direct formula. We have a derivation. By deriving that we will get for bisection method we have error value at n plus 1th approximation is equal to some constant into error value at nth approximation power 1. So order of convergence is 1. Order of convergence is 1. Order of convergence is 1. That is linear. A linear order of convergence. Because the degree 1, that is a linear equation. Degree 2, if this degree 2, this expression is a quadratic equation. Next. For regular falsy method, error value at n plus 1th approximation is equal to k into error value at nth approximation power 1. So order of convergence is also 1. One means linear. For secant method, error value at n plus 1th approximation is equal to some constant into error value at nth approximation power 1.68. So order of convergence is 1.68. .64, I think. .64. See, order of convergence is 1.64. Listen to me carefully. If in place of P it is 1 linear, in place of 1 if it is 2 quadratic, in place of 1 if it is 1.64, that is bigger than 1, smaller than 2, bigger than 1, smaller than 2, that is super, bigger than 1, bigger than linear, smaller than quadratic, then it is called super linear convergence. Order of convergence is super linear, bigger than linear, smaller than quadratic. Next. For Newton-Raphson method, order of convergence is 2. So error value at n plus 1th approximation is k into error value at nth approximation power 2. So order of convergence is 2. Means quadratic order of convergence. Next. Next, write this. This problem given in the GATE 2020 exam. One minute everyone. Order of convergence is 1.618. Secant method order of convergence is 1.618. Next. That by order of convergence concept is completed. 2020 GATE exam, civil engineering, one basic level. It is general question only. It is not relevant to any particular subject. Numerical methods, one general problem was given. 2020 GATE, we solve that right now. Just note the problem. Sorry, note down. One problem given in the GATE 2020, it is general problem. The diameter and height of a right circular cylinder, right circular cylinder are 3 centimeters and 4 centimeters respectively. The absolute error in each of these two measurements is 0.2 centimeters. The absolute error in the computed volume in centimeters cube round off to 3 decimal places is GATE Civil, not electronics. Civil Engineering 2020. Remember, diameter of right circular cylinder is 3 centimeters. Height of the right circular cylinder is 4 centimeters. The absolute errors in each of these two measurements is 0.2 centimeters. Means error value in the height, error value in the diameter is 0.2 centimeters. Error value in the height of a right circular cylinder is also 0.2 centimeters. The absolute error in each of these two measurements is 0.2 centimeters only. So finally, the absolute error in the computed volume of a right circular cylinder is pi r square h. Pi r square h. So just for our convenience, assume like this. Let x is equal to diameter, y is equal to height. Diameter of the cylinder is 3 centimeters. Height of the cylinder is 4 centimeters. Remember, the absolute error in each of these two measurements means absolute error in the diameter is 0.2, absolute error in the height is also 0.2. Remember everyone, error in the diameter is x, diameter is x. Error in the diameter is denoted by dx. And diameter is x, error in the diameter is dx. Height is 4, error in the height is y, error in the height is dy. That is also given to be 0.2 centimeters. This is error in the height of right circular cylinder. Error in the height. Now you are asked, just now, till now I have written the given data only. The absolute error the absolute error in the computed volume. First volume formula, next absolute error in the volume. First of all, volume formula. V is equal to, first volume formula, V is equal to volume is V is equal to volume of the cylinder pi r square h. Do you know r means radius? Radius means what? A diameter by 2. X is the diameter. Radius means x by 2. Height means y. Height means y. So this is pi x square y by 4. See, volume is V. So error in the volume is dV. In calculus, we have this formula. In calculus, we have this formula. dV is equal to dou V by dou X dx plus dou V by dou Y dy. This is total derivative formula in calculus. So we have to find dV. dV formula dou V by dou X dx plus dou V by dou Y dy. Dou V by dou X. This is V. Dou V by dou X is 2x. 2x by 4. That is x by 2. So that is pi x by 2 y. Pi x by 2 y dx. Dou V by dou Y. Y derivative with respect to y partially 1. 1 into pi x square by 4. And dy. So we were given x and y. X value 3, y value 4. X value 3, y value 4. Even dx also given. Dx 0.2, dy 0.2. Simplify this and tell me the value. 1.65 pi. Pi value 3.14. Pi value 3.14. Pi value 3.14. Then approximately this is the answer. It was given 2020 civil engineering. One minute. You have to bear 5 minutes. One more problem. The value of delta power 10 into delta means forward difference. Forward difference, this is 1 minus ax 1 minus bx square 1 minus cx cube 1 minus dx power 4 is option A. ABCD into 10 factorial Option C, A, B, C, D into 8 factorial. Option D, A, B, C, D into 7 factorial. Engineering Services Examination 2020. Maximum 5 minutes. You have to wait only 5 minutes. Listen to me. Do you know this formula? Actually, this formula not required here. Anyhow, I'm saying a delta f of x means f of x plus h minus f of x. This is called a delta. This is a del. First one is a forward difference operator. Second one is backward difference operator. This is a del of f of x. That is f of x minus f of x minus h. Listen to me, all of you. 1 minute. You should not apply this formula. To apply, first you have to find delta f of x, next to delta square f of x, next to delta power 10 f of x. It will consume lot of time. So that's why instead of that, directly we can find. Listen to me. This is a polynomial. X power any non-negative integer. X power any non-negative integer is a polynomial. So this bracket function is a polynomial. Therefore, if it is a polynomial, this forward difference operator value is equal to direct derivative. Direct derivative means instead of delta power 10, it should be d power 10 by dx power 10, because this is a polynomial. This bracket function is a continuous function. For all continuous functions, this delta power 10 or del power 10 will be d power 10 by dx power 10 only. So x power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all are polynomials. Every polynomial is a continuous function. Write that. So just 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. For continuous functions, and delta f of x is equal to dy dx of f of x. So here, this is a delta power 10 into f of x is equal to d power 10 by dx power 10 f of x. So this is a delta power 10 into 1 minus ax 1 minus bx square 1 minus cx cube 1 minus dx power 4. This is equal to d power 10 by dx power 10. Multiply these two, 1 into 1, 1, minus ax into 1 ax, minus bx square, minus into minus, plus ab x into x square x cube. Similarly, 1 into 1, 1, minus cx cube into 1, minus cx cube. Next, 1 into dx power 4 minus dx power 4 minus into minus plus cx cube into dx power 4. That is cd x power 3 into x power 4. That is x power 7. Ten times a differentiation. Don't write all. You just write whatever you want. Look, 1 into 1, 1. So 10 times a differentiation of 1, 0. Not required. 1 into x cube, 10 times the differentiation of x cube 0, 1 into x power 4. So 1 into x power 7, 10 times the differentiation of x power 4, x power 7, 0, not required. X into 1, x, 10 times the differentiation of x, 0, x into x cube, x power 4, 0, x into x power 4, x power 5, 0, x into x power 7, x power 8, 10 times the differentiation of x power 8, 0. Next, x square into 1, 0, x square into x cube, x power 5, x square into x power 4, x power 6, x square into x power 7, x power 9, 10 times the differentiation of x power 9 also 0. Last, x cube into 1, 0, x cube into x cube, x power 6, 0, x cube into x power 4, x power 7, 10 times the differentiation of x power 7, 0. Last, only these two, AB into CD, ABCD, x power 3 into x power 7, ABCD into x power 10. This is equal to ABCD into ten times the differentiation of x power 10. Remember, one time derivative of x power 10 is 10 into x power 9. Two times the second time derivative of x power 9 is 9 into x power 8. Instead of that, simply remember this, and d power n by dx power n of x power n, that is n factorial. N factorial, d power n by dx power n into x power n, that is n factorial. So option A. In this same manner, you can try this problem. Last problem, note down and try yourself. I'm just giving the problem only, similar to the previous problem. If y is equal to 2x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 10, the value of delta cube y will be where delta is forward difference operator. Option A 10, option B 11, option C 12, option D 13. It was given Engineering Services Examination 2019 prelims. Similar to the previous problem model, it is a continuous function. X power any positive integer, x power any positive integer is a continuous function. So this is a continuous function. Therefore, delta cube y or del cube y will become direct derivative, d cube y by dx cube, means 3 times the differentiation of this. Try yourself. Syllabus completed. I have already given my mobile number and mail ID. If you have any queries, you can get back using my mail ID or you can use this number. But first you try. If you are unable to solve, then only you can. Without practicing, you should not ask. First you try where you are unable to understand. Okay, they will upload Fourier series. I'll inform them. Fourier series is calculus or differential equations. They will upload. Calculus part, they will upload. Students have any doubts? Any doubts? Practice. Civil engineering students weightage is high. Mechanical and other branch students less weightage. Civil engineering students 1 mark, one or 2 marks extra as compared to other branches. They will upload the notes. 4 days notes they will upload. Have any queries regarding numerical methods? Okay, fine. I'll be going to end the session now. Wish you all the best. What is linear equations? I'm not asking Mr. Brijesh Pandit, you are asking. Linear equations we don't have in the syllabus. Fourier series is not completed in portal videos that ACE has uploaded. See, engineering services examination Fourier series is most important and expected model. And for engineering services examination, we cannot say which is important, which is unimportant. Everything you have to practice, but Fourier series is very important and expected. Differential equations important and expected. Every subject except numerical methods, engineering services examination, except numerical methods, all are important, all are accepted, all are expected only. Except numerical methods, all are important. Numerical methods may be given or may not be given. For engineering services examination, they did not mention. See, still you are asking numerical solutions of linear and non-linear algebraic equations. I have already solved, man. Bisection, Mr. Brijesh Pandit. Bisection method, regular falsy method, secant method, Newton-Raphson method. By using these 4 methods, we have solved linear and non-linear equations. So, Mr. Brijesh Pandit, please verify. In numerical solutions of linear and non-linear equations, already linear equations also we have solved using bisection, regular falsy, secant and Newton-Raphson method. Everything according to the syllabus is completed. Please verify. Brijesh, please verify. It's completed. Bisection, regular falsy, secant and Newton-Raphson method. By using those methods, we have already found linear, non-linear equations. Fourier syllabus, Fourier series is there in the syllabus for GATE for civil engineering students and mechanical engineering students, as well as Fourier series is there in the syllabus for all branches of engineering services examination. In GATE for mechanical and civil, it is there. ESC, there is no particular limit. This is the syllabus we have. And complete maths, what we taught. Okay. Fine, I'll be going to end the session. Anything else? Fine. Thank you. Session is going to be ended. Still you are messaging. Tell me. See, for backward also same only, d power n by dx power n if it is continuous function. That forward backward not required. Actually, okay, students, session is going to be ended.